Gregory Bowers, Dasha Antipova, Kevin Mahoney, Nikolina Kosanovic, Jill Johnson, Stephanie Jockman, James Keith, Jack Dickens. Sunday, March 20th, 2016. Coming to you from the beautiful University of South Florida campus in Tampa, it's USF Housing Live. Welcome everyone, welcome. My name is Gregory Bowers and this is USF Housing Live. I work with housing and residential education here at the beautiful University of South Florida in Tampa. We are the best place to live, the best place to work, and the best place to learn. Now you might notice things look a little different around here. Of course, one thing that's the same, we have our fantastic studio audience. How you doing, audience? All right, looking good out there. So as you can see, we're coming to you from inside the bookstore right here on campus. It's our USF bookstore. It was recently renovated to include this wonderful indoor-outdoor cafe space, and it makes it much more than a store. It's actually a place where students come here to hang out on campus, grab a coffee, enjoy the AC in those warm Florida days. And it's a place to pick up your textbooks, your reference books, lots of USF gear and gifts. So you want to check out everything offered? You can go online, shopusf.com. Another way to check everything out is to get the Barnes & Noble app from your app store. And of course, we want to tell you about a way you can get a little discount. Go to welcomeclassof.com and you can actually pick up a 25% discount on any spirit gear item from this bookstore. It's open to everyone, not just future bowls. So you want to check that out at welcomeclassof.com. And so, of course, here on USF Housing Live, we're going to be here to answer your questions throughout the course of the show. So to help you with that, we've got a little video on how to sign into YouTube using your NetID. And then our first guest is going to be Jade Swaby from New Student Connections. So we'll be right back with Jade and more USF Housing Live after this. If you have a YouTube account, please take this time to sign in so you can post questions during the show. Don't have a YouTube or Google account? Think again. Every USF student has a Google account. To get started, select Sign In. Next, enter your USF email address. Don't type in a password, just select Sign In. Then, you will be prompted with the USF NetID login screen. Type in your NetID and password, then click Sign In. Congratulations! You are now signed into YouTube with your Google account. Now that you are signed in, please make Rocky happy and subscribe. You can do this on our YouTube channel page or below the video player. All right, and we are back. We're back. So Jade Swaby from New Student Connections. Jade, welcome to the show tonight.
Thank you for having me. How are you doing today?
I'm doing okay. How are you doing?
I'm doing great.
All right, well, I got some questions for you. And of course, now all of our viewers know how to log into YouTube and send us your questions in the chat. So please start sending those in, and they'll send them to me right here on the set. But Jade, I got some other questions for you. Can you tell me, what is New Student Connections?
So New Student Connections is an office in the Marshall Student Center, and we serve to help new students and transfer students get acclimated to the university, help them find out, where their place is, what to get involved with, and we're just there to be friends. If you need a friend and you just came to the university, you have no idea where to go, you can come to our office, we can help you out. Well,
great. Hey, Jade, I just got a question here from Brian C., who's asking, is there anywhere I can go on campus for help with classes?
Yeah, you can definitely come to our office first, and we can direct you where to go. But you can definitely go to the library if you need help with classes. There's tutoring up there. There's a Student Success Center, and just various other places on campus that can help you out with your homework.
Great, thank you. Can you tell me, what are some important programs that are put on by New Student Connections?
So New Student Connections has a lot of programs going on throughout fall, summer, and spring, but our three major programs include Camp U, Week of Welcome, and the Network. So Camp U is a 3-day, 2-night experience over the summer, like in August, right before Week of Welcome starts, where about 100 students can sign up which registration begins on May the 1st. And basically you go out to Day Springs with our staff for a couple of days. You work on leadership experience and just building community, finding friends a couple days before school starts.
Awesome. Awesome. You said it's 100 students will be involved with that?
Yeah, about 100 are able to sign up on May 1st. And then we have Week of Welcome, which is like university-wide Week of Welcome. So we put on events just to showcase what we have to offer as a university for student involvement from different orgs and from different offices. So we have like the class photo where the incoming class of 2016 can get together and take a class photo and just build memories right from the first moment that you get here.
Great, excellent. And can you share with me, because this is a big transition, coming from high school to the college environment, especially here at USF, challenging classes. What advice do you have for students to help them with that transition?
My advice would just be come with an open mind. Like, it's a new experience, so you really don't know what to expect. I myself am an out-of-state student from Maryland, so coming all the way to Florida and not really being able to go home as often as other people, at first it seemed a little bit of a burden, but now I'm totally fine. Like, so just come to college, have an open mind, and when you get here or any school that you go to, make sure that you use the resources that are available to you. So like the Office of New Student Connections, like we have everything lined up for you already. You don't have to go searching like high and low to find out where you can get involved. You just come to us and tell us your interests, what you would like to do, and we already know what direction to point you in.
Excellent, excellent. So actually, I worked as a grad student in New Student Connections, and there's something really cool there called the PALs. Can you tell me what a PAL is?
Yes, so I'm a PAL, which stands for Peer Advisor Leader, and we're basically like your personal resource in finding out where you want to get involved on campus. So if you come to our office, we have staff members as well as student leaders that work there. But PALs are really just there to have that one-on-one experience with you and talk to you, really get to know you and be a friend for you. And so give you options around campus, show you what we do, what we're involved with, and see if we can help you find out on a more personal level, like where to go.
Great, and someone just asked, Alexa wanted to know if they can still do Camp U if they're doing STEM. Do you know if that conflicts or not?
I'm not sure if that conflicts, but Camp U is August 10th through the 12th, which is a couple of days before move-in, so I don't believe anything else should be conflicting with that.
Yeah, there are a few things I know. Heard of Thunder. STEM might actually have a conflict there.
Okay.
So, as you can see, we don't have the dates of everything going on, but I think probably on your website they could find out when Camp U happens, right?
So if you go to New studentconnections.usf.edu, we have everything available on that website about our office, our programs, dates, everything is available on there for you to see.
Great. I know there's even a shorter version. You can go to newstudent.usf.edu, pop right on over to that website and definitely get answers to the questions. And so, Jade, we're out of time, but thank you so much for coming on the program. Jade Swaby, everybody. Thank you, Jade. Thank you. And so, coming up next, we're going to have Allison Fan, who is a resident assistant in the Engineering Living Learning community over in Castor Hall. But first, we're going to show you our next installment of Best Places and another installment of Nicolina for Your Thoughts. We've got more USF Housing Live coming your way right after this.
We're here at the tables outside Cooper Hall, where it's the best place to wait for your class to start.
Class? I've got to go to class right now. Hey, I'll see you later.
We're here at the Student Government Office in the Marshall Center, where it's the best place to have your voice heard. We're here at the USF Library, where it's the best place to study for that midterm coming up on Tuesday.
Wait, it's Tuesday? Give me a hat. We're here at the Job Shop, where it's the best place to work on your resume or cover letter.
We're here at the Digital Media Commons in the USF Library, where it's the best place to work on your video projects.
So when it comes to making friends, it seems like it should be the easiest thing in the world. After all, everyone always boasts about how they made all their friends in college. But for some people, it's not quite that simple. However, have no fear, because all you really need to make friends in college is a little bit of conversation and some friendliness.
You taking econ?
Yes, I am with Professor Scott.
No way. I'm taking that class too.
Wow, what class section do you have?
I'm the Wednesday at 9:30.
I'm in the Wednesday at 9:30.
No way. We should sit together.
Oh my god, yes. Do you want to go get food?
Yeah, let's go get fresh.
Fresh, also known as Fresh Food Company, is one of our campus dining halls, and it's only a minute walk away from Castor. Okay. Hey, are you going to that event?
Yeah, actually.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you mind if I come with?
Yeah, sure.
All right, welcome back, everyone. And so we are here with Allison Fanny, resident assistant in the Engineering Living Learning community over in Castor Hall. So Allison, how are you doing this evening?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm doing pretty well. Thank you so much for taking some time to join us today.
Thanks for having me.
Well, we're going to jump right into it. I got some questions for you. We want to talk about what the ELLC is. And so can you share with us a little bit about how living in the Engineering Living Learning community has impacted your USF experience?
Yeah. So I've lived in the ELLC all 3 years. I'm a junior currently, and it's allowed me to make a lot of friends that I see all the time. They're in all my classes, and I often see them in the engineering buildings 1, 2, and 3, or the Hall of Flags and the Fishbowl. And it's great because I can stop by and talk to them, and I can catch up, and we can go and hang out and study together.
Awesome. So engineering, I imagine there's a lot of studying to be done.
Oh yeah.
And so what types of things do you all do to help support each other?
So in the ELLC, we actually have tutors that come to the floor just to tutor the students that live in the ELLC. So we form study groups, and we also use the tutors to study for tests and do homework together.
Awesome, awesome. And so you're also a resident assistant over there at Castor, right?
Yep.
So can you tell us, what does a resident assistant do?
So a resident assistant is a student who helps all the residents who are living on campus kind of check from the moment that you come and check in to the moment that you leave when you check out. They help you with whatever you need, whether it's where do I find the Marshall Student Center, or how do I schedule an appointment with my advisor, or the door hinge is broken, what do I do about that? We can help you with all of those things.
Even the door hinge is broken.
Yes, even the door hinge.
Which it shouldn't come apart, students, but if it does, Allison's got your back. So that's good to know. Excellent. And so we just had a question actually about how to apply for an LLC, so I'm going to jump in with that real quick here. And so if you want to apply for a living learning community, first explore the options. Go to usf.edu/LLC. Once you're ready to apply, we have a link on every page. It'll take you where you need to go, but it's really just in the housing portal, in the housing application itself, and you can apply for living learning communities. Some LLCs might have additional steps, and that information's on our website. So definitely check it all out and check out all the options at usf.edu/LLC. So Allison, next thing I want to ask you about, we're talking about being an RA. And so you've been an RA for a few years now.
Actually, this is my first year being an RA.
Oh, it's your first year, okay.
Yeah.
You're a junior, first year RA. And so what was it that got you interested in the position?
So as I said earlier, I lived in the ELLC all 3 years. My second year, I happened to be a peer mentor, and I worked a lot with my RA at the time. Her name is Emily, and so we coordinated a lot of events together, and we talked about what we could do that would be beneficial for students. And so she really inspired me to apply to be an RA, and she currently is my residence life mentor, my RLM right now.
Well, that's awesome, awesome. I just got a question here. Let me just check it out. Oh, where'd it go? It was in there. And so we have, Jill would like to know, can you be in 2 LLCs at one time?
Unfortunately, you can't, because an LLC is so specified that you really want to choose an LLC that you would think would fit you best. Even though you may qualify for 2 different LLCs, like STEM LLC and the Engineering LLC, you might want to look at the website and see which one fits what you're looking for the most.
Okay, great. And Brittany would like to know, what does a peer mentor do?
So a peer mentor in the Engineering Living Learning community is kind of an additional resource of who can I go to talk to in case like my RA isn't available at this moment, or I'm more comfortable with someone else. They are an engineering student who has been through everything that you're going through right now. So they know they know the advisors really well, and they know all the professors, and they can help you out with different resources.
Awesome. And so If you had the chance, would you do it all over again, join the ELLC?
Definitely. I would never regret that decision.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for coming on the program, Allison. Allison fan, everybody. Allison, thank you so much. And so our next guest is going to be one of our very own, Nikolina Kasanovic, who's here representing the Honors College, and of course our wonderful marketing team. She's one of our students. But first, we have a short video on the Office of Veteran Success here at USF. We're actually one of the most veteran-friendly campuses in the country. A lot of that attributed to the amazing Dr. Brow. We're going to hear from him, learn more about his operation, and more Housing Live right after this.
Well, my name is Larry Brow, and I'm the Director for the Office of Veteran Success. There's three types of students that use our services. The primary student is the student veteran, the ones that are transitioning from the military into USF, and they're using GI Bill benefits. Those are the ones that we focus on first. The other ones are our dependents, which include spouses and also children of veterans. I believe it's all about people. And I think having people on staff, having enough people to deal one-on-one and to give individualized service and care and support for every student that walks in our door is the most critical thing. We just do whatever we can to keep them in school and to keep them from dropping out. Because it's very different coming from a military, very structured background to a very free campus where, if you don't show up for something, generally, nobody will notice, whereas in the military, if you don't show up for something, you're going to get in trouble. When they first show up here, what we do is we'll pair them with a student who's already been on campus for at least 2 semesters. We'll connect those two, and they can kind of help them with that first semester or 2 adjusting to campus life. The other service is career mentoring support. We connect student veterans with somebody in the community who does what they want to do. And I think that's something that most schools don't have, is that interpersonal connection with each student. They're individuals, not a number. The best advice that I can give anybody coming into USF is to get connected. And I think if you ask anybody on campus that works here, they'll tell you to get connected. I love working with students. Seeing them succeed, watching them come back after they've been working here in the community, come back and say, this is what made the difference.
All right, welcome back, everyone. Again, I'm Gregory Bowers with Housing Residential Education here at the beautiful University of South Florida in Tampa. So we're here with the amazing Nikolina Kasanovic. Nikolina, how are you doing tonight?
I'm doing well. How are you, Greg?
Doing well. So happy to have you here. So Nikolina is, of course, a Nikolina for Your Thoughts and a million other videos. And it's fun to be able to put you in front of the camera tonight and talk to you a little bit about the Honors College and your experience. So you were an honors student.
I am an honors student, and I'm also an honors peer mentor. So the Honors College is a really cool place to be because in addition to the college that you are in for your major, you're also in the Honors College. And by being in the Honors College, you're given an access to a variety of different opportunities, specialized study abroad programs, special advising, and everything. So
I got a question for you already. Hannah B. would like to know, what types of things do you have to do in the Honors College that the other students don't do?
All right. So one of the things that you have to do is that they have a set curriculum that you have to follow. So currently it's in the process of changing for our incoming students, so I can't give you exact details. But thus far, we have in the past had to do theses. Now one of the options is that you will be able to do a thesis, or you will also be able to do a service requirement. In addition to that, they're going to be introducing volunteer hours, and then there are a couple of specialized courses through the Honors College offered that you get to take. But through taking these extra requirements, you also get scholarships and different rewards for it.
All right, no one's going to complain about some scholarships. That's pretty cool.
Definitely not.
So we got another question here. Alex S. would like to know, do you think it's hard to balance the extra work of being in the Honors College?
I honestly didn't find it to be hard because for the most part everything I did in the Honors College I enjoyed. So I took courses such as philosophy of Star Trek. So with
philosophy of Star Trek?
Yes.
That was right up my alley, okay.
It's awesome.
Right.
Basically we just debated Kirk and Picard and had so much fun with that.
Well, Picard is the superior officer, but
he really is.
What else did you do?
In addition to that, I actually went on a study abroad trip to London and Paris through the Honors College. So I did a lot of fun stuff through the Honors College.
Awesome. So you were in Paris.
I was.
You just kind of tossed it in there. Oh, I went to Paris.
I just, low-key.
Awesome. And so what was that experience like?
It was amazing. It was so cool to just see how different people live in their cultures, and also it was amazing to eat crepes all the time. I don't think there was a single day in Paris I didn't eat a crepe.
So you had a crepe-based diet while
I
you
did.
were there.
It was so good.
And so Don T would like to know, what are some of the benefits of joining the Honors College? What do you get out of it?
Well, for starters, the main one is that you get first day registration after your first semester. So coming in over the summer, you don't get it, but you do get specialized advising from the peer mentors and the academic advisors. But in addition to that, you also get past that first semester, first day registration, which is nice, especially if you're a STEM major, because for the most part, classes like biology and chemistry all tend to close up after the first few days.
Awesome.
So that's one of the best things. And then in addition, study abroad programs, scholarships, and such.
And so this is a question I get all the time. It hasn't come in live here, but a lot of students get it confused. So can you share with me, if you're admitted to the Honors College, does it mean you're in the Honors Living Learning community automatically?
No, so you have to apply for the Honors LLC in addition to being accepted to the Honors College.
All right, thank you. I hope that clears it up. There's sometimes some confusion there. And so if you can tell us a little bit about your experience. I know that you used to live off campus.
I did.
Now you live on campus. And so what happened?
So, I mean, I lived with my parents my first year, and it came with waking up a lot earlier. I don't know, there are so many benefits to living on campus. Like, some of my favorite things are, now that I live on campus between classes, instead of being one of the commuters that sleeps on a couch, I get to go sleep in my own bed, in my own room, which is nice. And then in addition to that, it's just nice if my class is at 9:30, I'll wake up at 9 and I'll be at class. Whereas before I had 8 a.m.s and I would be waking up at 6 a.m. to be able to make it to class.
All right, so it sounds like you've enjoyed the being close to everything part of that.
It's so nice. And you get more exercise too walking around, which is always wonderful. Leg day.
Are you one of our students that does the power nap? I've seen it before. I've seen the student who had to go to the 8 a.m. and then it's 10 o'clock and they're making their way back, still wearing pajamas, back to bed for the power nap at 10 o'clock. Does that happen in your life?
I mean, occasionally, you might see me walking around campus in pajamas,
So, totally normal students, in case that becomes you. That can happen. And so, what would you say to those students who are still considering, they're not sure if they want to do off-campus from home or want to be here? You've shared a little bit of your experience. What do you think the major points are to let people know about what that difference is going to look like if they choose to live on campus?
Just living on campus is so much more convenient, and it's just a lot easier to get involved, and your college experience is pretty much how much you get involved and what you do with your college experience. So personally, you're still able to be a successful student if you don't live on campus, but living on campus just makes it so much easier, so much more convenient, and so much more immersive.
That's wonderful. Nicolina, thank you so much for coming on the show. Nicolina Kasanovic, everybody. Thank you. And so, coming up next, our next guest is going to be Monica Miranda from the Center for Student Involvement. She's got a lot of supporters out there. It's going to be a lot of fun. And first, though, we're going to show you a little video we put together all about our Marshall Student Center. So you want to check that out. We got more USF Housing Live coming your way right after this.
The Marshall Student Center is a beautiful 230,000 square foot facility that is dedicated to student success. Standing tall overlooking the University of South Florida campus in Tampa, the Marshall Student Center, as called the Marshall Center or MSC, is a hub of activity, entertainment, and education. Solar panels are installed on the building to increase sustainability. Lunchtime? Students enjoy an expansive food court on the first floor of the Marshall Center, with options that include Panda Express, Chick-fil-A, Papa John's, Subway, Einstein's, Moe's, and Jamba Juice. The MSC also features a Beef O'Brady's where students gather to catch the latest Bulls game or shoot some pool, and it's always free. Behind the pool tables is USF's very own radio station, Bulls Radio. Here, students get involved and make connections while they gain on-air experience running talk shows and mixing tracks. On the first floor, students will find a retail area that has services such as the Wellness Center, computer store, and dining services. If you like to volunteer, get to the CLCE when you arrive. USF's Oval Theater, on the second floor of the Marshall Student Center, is home to various presentations and events produced by and for the student body. The ballroom hosts dance, lecture sessions, and other engaging activities. Conference and meeting rooms are available throughout the MSC for student organizations to rent. Want to get involved on campus? The third floor is home to the Center for Student Involvement, where you can start or join a student organization or learn about campus events. Enrich your college experience by visiting New Student Connections, the Office of Multicultural Affairs, and Education Abroad. Student Government, located on the fourth floor of the Marshall Center, provides students with a way to have their voices be heard. To relax, many students visit the SkyPad, a lounge where you can play games, hang out with friends, or focus on homework. At the Marshall Center, there's never a dull moment. It's the hub of student activity on campus, and it's just one more thing that's great about being a USF Bull.
Right. Oh, yeah! I was hoping it was going to get a little raucous for Monica, so you've got some students out there in the crowd.
Yes,
Monica
I do.
Miranda's here, everyone. How you doing tonight?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm doing all right. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
And so you are the director of the Center for Student Involvement and the interim director for Fraternity and Sorority Life, correct?
That is true, yes.
Awesome. And so heavy lies the crown. You've got a lot of responsibility in your area there.
Yes.
And so today, of course, we're going to focus on the Center for Student Involvement.
Absolutely.
But if other folks, you might have some questions about fraternity and sorority life, and maybe we might be able to field some of those too if anyone has questions. So
Sure.
We'll get right into it.
Okay.
So you lead CSI, the Center for
Yes.
Student Involvement. So how does a student get involved?
So a student gets involved in whatever they have an interest in. For us in the Center for Student Involvement, or we call it CSI, what we like to do is be that hub where students can just come to the second floor of the Marshall Student Center, the Student Life Tower, and let us know what they're interested in. And then from there, we can get them to that space and that place and the activities that they can do. We host a lot of events on campus. We also provide for some volunteer opportunities right within our office. And so it's really about getting the students connected, getting them involved. They may start with, you would have heard from New Student Connections earlier in this segment. And so with New Student Connections and then figuring out that connection there and then coming over to CSI and continuing to get involved from there.
Oh, great. And I got a question here from Jill would like to know, how do you start your own club or organization on campus?
Okay, so for clubs and organizations, that's actually out of our Center for Leadership and Civic Engagement. And so what you would need to do is you need to pick up 9 of your other friends, come together and have about 10 students interested in creating that organization. Go to CLCE on the first floor and they will be able to take care of you. Actually, the third floor of the Student Life Tower as well is another location.
Oh, great. Well, thank you. And so I actually have a question here about Greek life. Someone would like to know, how do they join a sorority if someone's interested? And this is coming from an incoming freshman.
Okay. So joining sororities and fraternities, actually, our Office of Fraternity and Sorority Life manages and oversees and advises 4 different governing councils. And so 3 of those councils have sororities. They do various recruitment activities. Some of those start over the summer. And then most of those other recruitment activities are through the fall. So they can just connect to usfgreeklife.com and all that information would be right online.
Great, thank you. And so going back over to CSI, what are some of the signature programs and events put on by the Center for Student Involvement?
Oh, we have so many. We have about 100 programs that we do a year, and those 100 programs consist of weekly programs, such as our Bulls Night Outs that we have on Friday nights. So if you're looking for something to do on a weekend, that's a great event. There's dance parties there, comedy shows. We've got a bunch of different things. We have murder mystery dinners. We have a dueling pianos event too, which is really a lot of fun. We usually do that in the spring semester. And then we also have some monthly programs, our Patio Tuesdays, where we have a lot of opportunities for students to learn about other things across campus, because we have a lot of tabling and student organizations and other departments will come and table for that event. We have movies on the lawn every other week on Wednesday nights, and those are cool. Our signature events are also Homecoming and USF Week, which is USF Week is coming up April 4th through the 8th, so we want to make sure that people know about that. And then we have a lecture series. So we have lectures about 6 times a year that students can come and see celebrities or major speakers, guests that come to campus. And then another kind of signature event that we have is Winter Wonderland, where we kind of bring the Northeast and those cold little places and we kind of make a little winter wonderland here right in Florida.
Are we talking dump trucks full of snow or what
Sometimes. the staff get really creative, and what's great is it's students doing programs for students. And so that's the special part of it. So it's students who know what's going on, what they want, what their peers want on campus, and the kinds of programs and events and speakers and celebrities and performers for the concerts that we have as well that they'd like to see and that their friends would like to see, and so they get to put that together for them.
Awesome. Well,
so they get creative. So there could be snow, there could be stuff-a-plushes, which are little teddy bears that they get to stuff, and those are really popular too.
Awesome. Something I wanted to ask you about is the iPoints program.
Oh, iPoints.
What is the iPoints program?
So iPoints is new. We're actually piloting that this semester. iPoints is a way for students to get some recognition and some goodies and promo items for actually just coming to events and being involved in events, being engaged in events. We have some freebies that will happen. So if they get an iPoint, they come to an event first. They have to come to the event. They have to have their student ID card. So that's important. Make sure you're always with your student ID card. And you swipe into the event. And when they swipe into an event, 1 point is an hour, or 100 points is actually an hour program. And so what will happen is that they accumulate those points. They can go right onto their bull sync and look up how many points they've accumulated. 1,200 points is the first gift, which is a water bottle, and then 2,400 points, you actually get a USF hooded sweatshirt.
Awesome.
So there are other surprise points, and as we continue to pilot this, as we continue to expand the program, right now it's based on the Center for Student Involvement events, but in the future we're already starting to talk to a lot of other offices that want to add some of those events as well in their events, and more prizes and more fun stuff that people can get just by swiping into the events that are happening on campus.
Great. Well, thank you. A lot of students are interested in volunteering. And so are there any volunteer opportunities through CSI?
So we actually do have volunteer opportunities in CSI. Our primary one is the CSI committee, and that is basically our street team. It's the team that will help us with events. They will help us set up events, man the events, staff the events, and then set down the events as well. So they get a really great opportunity to be behind the scenes. We do some really large concerts in the Sun Dome, some great comedy shows in the Sun Dome, and it really provides these students with an opportunity to get involved, kind of get a lay of the land, be able to see some things behind the scenes, and get their feet wet. Kind of get their feet wet a little bit about what's happening on campus. They learn a lot about what's happening on campus. And then many of those students end up becoming staff members of CSI or other offices across campus as well.
Great, thank you. Now, something I wanted to throw at you is that we have a number of current students who actually still watch USF Housing Live. And I understand that you have the list of bull stock performers with you. And so are you able to divulge that information?
Yes, I can. We actually announced it a couple weeks ago, but I want to make sure that people know on April 8th, we have our annual Bull Stock. And Bull Stock this year, we will have May Day Parade. We'll have New Politics, The Main, Borns, Reckless Serenade, and Assuming We Survive. And so we will also have our Battle of the Bands winners. So we have student bands that compete in Battle of the Bands, and 2 of those bands that won that competition that happened just last week will also be there as well.
Great, well thank you. And so there you have it, current students, you got your information up to date. Keep watching USF Housing Live. Shameless plug, I know, but we'll keep on trucking. And so are there any new initiatives CSI is considering for students to be looking out for in the future?
Right now, I think it's really about broadening our involvement initiative. And we're looking to relaunch an involvement consultant pool and an involvement consultant team of students that will really be able to kind of meet with students on a regular basis and get to know what it is that they're interested in and figure out how to help them create their path for involvement and towards involvement, and figuring out, well, is it the major events that students want to be a part of, or is it that they want to be a part of an academic department and help to create what the courses will be for that semester and help to decide on which course is going to be offered that semester? Or is it that they want to be a part of our art gallery? So CSI also has the Center Gallery on the 2nd floor of the Marshall Student Center, and that's an art gallery run by students and for students. And there's just students that may want to just be involved in the arts and figuring out what that looks like. And so really just making sure that we're getting students to understand that if they go to the Center for Student Involvement, they don't need to necessarily know what they want to do. They just need to know that they want to be involved. And so broadening that involvement opportunity, letting them know that all they have to do is email getinvolved@usf.edu, and we can answer as many questions as we can. And what questions we can't answer, we can find the area, the department, the other student, their peers, or some of my peer staff as well from other departments that can answer those questions for them.
Great. Well, thank you. Monica, thank you so much for coming in the program. Monica, Miranda, everybody.
Thank you for having me. Thank you.
And so our next guest is going to be the infamous Dave Kloiber from Housing and Residential Education, our Assistant Director for Assignments, who knows everything. So start sending your housing questions now if you haven't already. But first, we have our next installment of Cash Cart, our mobile game show here at USF. So we're going to roll Cash Cart. We'll be right back with Dave Kloiber and more USF Housing Live right after this.
Welcome, I'm Stephanie and this is Cash Cart. This is how it works. We give free rides to USF students. I'm going to ask them trivia questions along the way, and if they do well, they're going to win fabulous prizes. Let's get rolling. Hello, what's your name?
My name is Travis.
Travis, my name is Stephanie. I'm the host of Cash Cart. Are you ready to play?
Yes, I am.
And where are you going?
The library.
The library?
Yes.
All right. Who is the student center named after?
I'm sorry, I don't know this one. Something Marshall, I know that much.
Would you like to ask somebody? Maybe we can find somebody to pull over.
Hey, excuse me, so I'm playing the game, so I have a question for you. Do you know who the Marshall Center is named after?
Like their full name.
Phyllis Marshall, right?
Final answer?
Yeah, go with that, Phyllis Marshall.
All right, I guess I'll take that as correct. 1 card cash. Thank you so much, guys. Well, it was helping one of the... Yeah, he does. Where do residents in North Campus go to get their packages?
North Campus. Holly K?
I'm sorry, it's Holly H. So for your third question, which style of housing has the most buildings?
Most buildings. Apartment style.
Apartment style? That is incorrect. It is suite style. Where can you lounge in hammocks on your free time?
At Castor Beach.
Castor Beach, just 1 card cash. And final question. What is held outside of the MSC every Wednesday?
Bull Market.
Bull Market, that's correct. So, how many card caches do you have?
I have 3.
You have 3 card caches, so that means you win a kitchen tool! Congratulations, that thing is so useful. So, thanks for being on the show, and here we are at the library.
Thank you, no problem. I'm glad to be letting you guys on.
Alright, cool. Have a good day.
Alright, you too.
And enjoy your kitchen utensil.
Indeed, go Bulls. And now for some more USF Housing Live.
All right, welcome back. This is USF Housing Live. I'm Greg Bowers, and this is Dave Kloiber. Dave is our Assistant Director for Assignments. How you doing tonight, Dave?
I'm good, Greg. Good to be back.
And so it's always good to see you. I see you every day because I have a million questions for you, and so do all of our incoming students. And so we can jump right into it if you're ready.
I'm ready.
All right, Dave, let's do this. So, let me see here. Uh-oh. Justin would like to know. He says, I've seen that it says on the USF site that over 90% of students are on Facebook. I believe he means in the Facebook group. I don't have a Facebook, and I don't really want one. Is it necessary? I can field this question.
I'll let you field it.
So,
then.
one, Justin, I'm glad that you found us on USF Housing Live. Most people connect with us through the group. So you don't have to get a Facebook. It's not a requirement to being a student here. You'll just be the 1 in 10 who is not connected to the group. And so here's what you get if you're in your Facebook group. You can connect with experts from all around campus. You don't have to wait on hold. We're a big school. Sometimes you call us and you have to wait on hold. That doesn't happen. About 80% of the questions that come in are general, meaning we don't have to pull up your student account information. And so if you're willing, I would say go ahead and create a Facebook account just so you can join your group, because right now you can start meeting your peers. You can figure out if there's someone out there who might make a good roommate for you. You can find out about the different offerings at USF. You can learn more about us. I'm there, my team is there. We have folks from all around campus. We have student employment folks and human resources and the Center for Student Involvement and New Student Connections and dining services, and the list goes on and on. And so if you want to go to one place to get all your questions answered, it is in the USF Class of 2020 Facebook group. You don't have to be there, but you'll be in that 10% who's not connected in the group. And I'll tell you, if you're connected now, it's really going to make it easier on you because it helps with the transition. There are a lot of moving parts in a large, complex institution such as USF, and we make that large campus smaller and much more manageable for you. So please, while we're doing the show, join the group. I'll be looking for you, Justin. All right. And so, got another question here for you, Dave. Brian would like to know, when will fall and summer housing assignments come out for incoming freshmen?
That's a good question. A lot of our students do worry about when their assignments will come out. For the fall, we'll start doing those first, actually, and we plan to do those in mid-May, probably around the third week of May. And then about a week after that, we'll start doing our summer assignments. And the important reason why we do that is if you're coming for summer and we can put you into your fall assignment for the summer assignment, it'll make it easier on you because then you'll have a great opportunity to just leave your stuff there and be able to just transition seamlessly from summer to fall.
Great, thank you. So Kyla would like to know, if you already have your roommate preference down, where can you put your suite mate preferences? So how does that work?
Well, the way our software works, you can actually, your roommates are also your suite mates. So if you have 7 other people you want to live with and you want to live in an Andros suite, then you'd put down all 7 people. If we don't get the exact person that you want in your room, we can switch them around, but we'll do our best to get all of your roommates and suite mates into the same living unit.
Great, thank you, Dave. And actually, when we take our break in a few minutes, we have a how to apply for housing video, which addresses that question very clearly for you. So of course, stick around for that video. And we got another question for you. Christy would like to know, how many credits are freshmen required to take the first semester?
Really, that's really up to you. We have a great program here called Take 15, and Take 15 is really designed to get you to graduate in your 4-year period by taking 15 credits per semester. But if you want to take a little bit less than 15 in your first semester, you can certainly do that because you want to maybe you want to ease yourself into the whole college process and the more rigorous academics that you might encounter. But many of our students do take anywhere from 12 to 15, and some even go a little bit higher than that. So really, it's up to you.
All right, well, thank you. I got another question here. And so it is, are animals allowed in the dorm? The dorm.
The dirty D word.
The dirty D word. Okay, dorm stands for dreary old room of mine. Jill, our social media expert on the other end. Jill, when you get this, it's time to post the dorm red alert video in the group for everyone. But it's okay, we'll keep it moving here. We like to just make fun of that word. It's old fashioned. That's like what parents would say, right? That's what Dave would say.
Yeah, thanks. Hey, I am a parent. Not a parent of a college student yet.
And so just a few years here, right? And so here we go. So are animals allowed in the residence halls? This student has a small piglet.
Well, if you have a need for an emotional support animal and you can have documentation, you can request to have an emotional support animal in the residence halls. If you have a service animal, you can request to have a service animal in the building with you. Now, please remember that for a service animal, they can go to a variety of different places on campus because they're doing a service for you. But if you have an emotional support animal that you are approved to have, it must remain in the residence hall unless you're going to take it out for a walk. But either way, you'll need to complete the form we have on our site called the ADA Medical Request Form, or accommodations request form. It's available on the housing portal under the forms section. And you'll be asked to supply some documentation in order to document your reason for having the emotional support animal or the service animal, or give us information that you've already contacted the Students with Disability Services office and they can provide us that documentation in addition.
Great, thank you, Dave.
Sure.
And we've got plenty more questions rolling in, but it is time to take a short break. We have got our next installment of Jillybug, and of course our video that tells you all about how to apply for housing. Check those out and keep those questions coming in. We're going to have more time with Dave Kloiber, but we have a short break. More Housing Live coming right at you after this.
How to apply for housing. The first step is to complete the online housing application. This can be found in the Housing Portal. The Housing Portal link is on our homepage at usf.edu/housing. Log in with your net ID and select Housing Applications, then Applications. From there, you can select your semester and begin your application. Anything with a red asterisk is required information. As always, call our help desk at 813-974-0001 for assistance. After you've applied, it's time to submit your application fee. On the housing website, click Make a Payment. Next, select Application Fees. Enter your information in the correct application period and check the box for the $50 application fee. If you have applied for both summer housing and fall-spring housing, you must submit 2 separate payments for each semester. The next step is to submit your Student Health Services immunization form. You should have received this in your university admissions packet, but you can also access a PDF version on the housing website under 4 Steps to Apply. The link will take you to the immunizations page of Student Health Services. Once there, click Immunization History Form to access the PDF. If you received the meningitis vaccine before turning 16, you will need to receive a booster shot to be eligible to live on campus at USF. If you decline this vaccine, you cannot be assigned housing. When you're ready, submit the form through the admissions portal. Finally, you'll need to reserve an orientation session. Visit usf.edu/orientation and select Sign Up at the top of the webpage. Follow the steps detailed on the website to select your orientation date and pay the fee. Once you've completed all 4 steps, you're officially eligible to receive a housing assignment on campus. When picking roommates, be sure to include them on your application. If you have already submitted your application, access it again by clicking Review/Update Housing Applications. Exchange USF ID numbers with your potential roommates and update your housing application to add one another's ID numbers in order to be placed together. If you are selecting roommates for a suite-style hall, the first person you place in the list will be your roommate, and those after will be placed as suite mates. If one roommate has completed all 4 of their steps but another hasn't, the roommates will be assigned without the other. Make sure you complete all of your steps in a timely manner to ensure you'll be placed with your desired roommate.
We don't know where she's from, we just know that she's here. She loves life under the sun, and there's one thing that's clear. It's Jillybug, it's Jillybug, it's Jillybug. It's Jillybug, it's Jillybug, it's Jillybug.
I'm a ladybug.
Jillybug has been patiently waiting for several weeks to hear back from USF regarding her application. But now, the long wait may be over. And it is! Jillybug has been accepted to the University of South Florida. Now for the second step, the on-campus housing application.
Hi, I'm looking to apply for housing.
Certainly. You could go right to the computers over there and fill out the online application. We're thrilled that you've decided to join the on-campus community.
Thanks. I could see myself living here.
Stay tuned for our next episode, where Jillybug learns about bees.
So they're like a mean version of me?
All right, welcome back, everyone. We are here with the incredible Edible Dave Klober. Dave, you ready for some more questions?
Yeah, I love the Jillybug.
Oh, you like Jillybug?
I love the Jillybug.
Jillybug. We're going to find out where Jillybug is from in a future episode, I'm pretty sure. So make sure to check them out. And so everyone knows also, our USF Housing Live Originals, Cash Cart, Jillybug, Best Places, and Nicolina for Your Thoughts are all posted on our channel after every episode. So you can see those, of course, right here, youtube.com/USF Housing. So Dave, we'll jump right back into our questions for you. And so Tiara would like to know, what is the specific day that we get our housing assignment for Summer B?
For Summer B. Well, like I said earlier, we'll do that in about the 3rd week of May. I can't give you a specific day. Some of the things that you need to make sure that you have done are all your requirements for the Summer B application. And so as long as you've applied, paid, or had your application fee waived, and have all your most important immunizations in, then we'll be able to get you assigned for Summer B in that 3rd week.
Great, thank you. And so we've got a question here from Justin. I've received my housing assignment for next year through the Honors LLC. When do you usually start communicating with your roommates?
Well, really, that's up to you. Yes, some of our students have already been assigned. We have about, somewhere around 1,700 to 1,800 students that have already been assigned housing for the fall. And a few of them are new students through one of the LOCs. But as soon as you know who your roommates are, you can start communicating with them immediately.
Great, thank you. And Darian would like to know, can we take a tour of a dorm room? No, I'm sorry, you can't. But you are welcome to take a tour of our residence halls 5 days a week at 12:45 p.m. We have a tour every day. And of course, if you're not available during that time, just send us an email, housing@usf.edu. We'll be happy to talk with you and see if we can set up a special time for a tour. But if you want to check out a dorm, check out any other college campus. All right, so Brian would like to know, which residence hall houses the majority of freshmen?
We have freshmen that live in almost every building on campus now, with the exception of Cypress Apartments C and D, and a few of the buildings in Magnolia Apartments. So really, a freshman could live in any building, but the buildings that are all freshmen currently are Castor Hall, with the exception of the Engineering LOC, Beta Hall, with the exception of the Wellness and Global LOCs, and then Mu Hall and Kappa Hall.
Great, thank you. Brian would like to know, how do we get our student ID card?
You can pick that up any day on campus, Monday through Friday, or you can get it while you're here for orientation, which is what most of our students do.
Great. And I got a question here from Ashley. I'd like to know, how do I get my housing waived? And so maybe if you can tell us, that might mean the application fee. Is it possible to get your housing application fee waived?
We have the ability to allow you to defer your application fee. Every student who applies for housing will have to pay their $50 application fee, but you can request to defer it by completing the deferment form on our housing portal, and that will allow you to apply, agree to pay it at a later date, but not have to pay it up front.
Great, thank you. Justin, another question for us. And so this is excellent. This will matter for all those students that have Florida prepaid program. Justin wants to know what to do if he has the Florida prepaid dorm plan. What do you do there?
Okay, that is the one time we do let you say dorm
Yes.
plan. Actually, all you need to do is tell us that you are gonna use your Florida prepaid dormitory plan for paying for housing, and then we will communicate that information to the cashier's office, and they will bill Florida prepaid directly. The only thing you need to do is tell housing that on your application that you're going to be using that benefit.
Great. And of course, let's say they want to call in. When can they call? What number do they call, Dave?
You can call Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Call area code 813-974-0001.
Do you know why how did we get the #1 number?
Because we are the #1 department on campus.
I like that. It's pretty cool that we're there's no 0002, which is weird. We're just the only one.
I've never tried.
Right? I don't know. We'll do that tomorrow. All right. So.
But there definitely is no 0000.
There's no full zero?
No.
Okay. We got a question here from Camilo who would like to know, what happens if you don't like your roommates halfway through the year?
Well, hopefully you're going to love your roommate. And about 90% of the time we get that right. But whether or not you have a good experience with your roommate really depends on both you and your roommate. And the key to having a good roommate experience is really to have the ability to compromise. It can't always be your way or the highway. And the same thing for your roommate. But if you are having problems, you probably, if you were watching the show earlier, you saw an RA in our show. And that's the person you want to talk to first. Your RA can help you maybe navigate some of the issues you're having. And if it still doesn't work out, then you can go onto our housing portal and then request a roommate change between the 2nd week of the semester and the 13th week of the semester.
Great, thank you. And so basically 2 weeks in, then you can make the change, and then 2 weeks before the end of the semester is when you can no longer make those requests. I got a question here about overnight guests. And so Tammy would like to know, what is the policy on overnight guests?
Well, you can have an overnight guest if they're the same gender and your roommate's okay with it, or your suite mates or your apartment mates. You cannot have an overnight guest of the same gender, at least to sleep over, or of the opposite gender. They can't be sleeping over. But if you're going to have a study group and you're going to be studying all night long, yes, they can come over, you can study, watch TV, do all those wholesome activities until they want to go home.
Excellent. And so we got a question here. I'd like to know if there's a residence hall specific for international freshmen.
That's a great question. We don't do that here at USF. We really want to integrate our international population with the rest of our domestic students, because then they're going to get the whole experience and not just the experience of other international students. And so our students can learn a lot from each other, and our international students learn from our domestics, and our domestics learn from our international. We are one of the most diverse campuses in Florida, and so we value that very much. And so our students here in the U.S. learning from our students that are coming from abroad is a great opportunity for both sides.
And one of the great things to let everyone know about being such a diverse campus, it's wonderful to know that you're going to meet someone who's had a very different life experience than you, and you will share with each other, and you grow from that. And that's one of the great things about living on campus here, is that diversity will enrich your experience, and it will really move forward that growth for you. Socially, it'll help you out in the business world once you move on from here. And so it just gives you the tools you need to be able to interact with other people and have fruitful relationships.
The whole Global Citizens Project.
Becoming global citizen, absolutely. So I got another question here. Justin would like to know, what is everything we need to have completed before orientation?
Before orientation. Well, it depends. If you're talking about housing, which I'm assuming you are because you're asking me, then you want to make sure that your housing application is done, that your application fee has been paid or deferred, and that you have all your immunizations submitted and approved by Student Health Services.
Great, thank you, Dave. And so I see some more questions are coming in. Unfortunately, we are out of time with Dave, but I want to say, Dave Kloiber, thank you so much. Dave Kloiber, everybody, thank you so much for coming on the program tonight. And so we got some more show coming up right after this. First, we're going to show you a little video about Juniper and Poplar Hall, our shiny new residence halls on campus. You want to check that out. We got more USF Housing Live coming your way right after this.
Juniper Hall and Poplar Hall house approximately 1,050 residents and are the newest residence halls on campus, having opened in August of 2009. On the first floor, our residents enjoy easy access to laundry, mail, and 24-hour help desk, retail shops, and the Juniper Dining Hall. Juniper Hall houses Honors Living Learning Community residents as well as into USF residents, while Poplar Hall is open to all students. Juniper and Poplar feature suite-style living with double occupancy rooms where 4 residents share a bathroom. Each resident is provided a bed, desk, chair, and dresser. All suites open into a common area where residents study and hang out. We call this the pod. There is also a kitchen and study lounge on every floor.
All right, welcome back everyone. And so that pretty much does it for all of us here at USF Housing Live. I want to say a special thank you to our all student crew. Please, round of applause for them. Great job. Thank you so much, all of you. Wonderful to put this on. We are in housing and residential education, the best place to live, the best place to work, and the best place to learn. Make sure you tune in for episode 3. It's going to be on Sunday, April 17th at 7 p.m. right here on our channel, youtube.com/USF Housing. We're so excited to be here to serve you in this capacity, so make sure you join us for the next episode and send us any questions that you might have. And so I think that does it, but there's just one last thing I'm forgetting.
Go Bulls!
Go Bulls, everyone. Good night.
Hey, Bulls. I'm Sierra, the director for USF Housing Live. We hope you enjoyed the show. Go Bulls!
Hello, здравствуйте. We hope you enjoy show. Мы надеемся, что это шоу принесло много удовольствия. Go Bulls! Вперед, быки!
Hey 2020,
My name's Kevin Mahoney, and I'm the camera operator for USF Housing Live. We hope you enjoyed this wonderful episode. Go Bulls!
My name's Jack. I'm the audience wrangler on Housing Live. I love cruising around USF's great campus on my bike, and I can't wait for you to join me when you get here. Go Bulls!
Hi, my name is James. I'm the assistant to the host for USF Housing Live, and I hope that you all will enjoy your time at USF. Go Bulls!
Hi, class of 2020. My name is Nicolina. I am sometimes a guest on the show, but most of the time I am a stage manager. So we hope you enjoyed the show, and one place I recommend for you guys to come and check out when you get to USF is the top of the ISA building because it has the best views of campus. Go Bulls!